Emmerdale spoilers for next week. For Monday, 27th of October, Friday, 31st October 2025, Kev threatens Aaron's life. Dylan and April plan to escape, and Ruby wants Anya to stay. In Emmerdale spoilers for next week, Kev gets angry at Aaron and threatens his life, but Mac decides to fight his corner elsewhere. Having found Ray's bag of money, Dylan tells April they can escape and leave. Will they get out? A. Aaron apologizes to Vinny. Chaz pressures Aaron to apologize to Vinny, who ignores him. But later at the Woolpack, Aaron manages to properly apologize to Vinny, who accepts. Tensions rise between Robert and Aaron. Kev is furious that Aaron broke the news of his marriage, and tensions rise between Robert. D.S. Carter then arrives to question Kev about an attack on his old friend. Robert and Kev arrive at the Woolpack, and Aaron's composure breaks when he realizes Robert has told Kev all about Gordon. Sam. Kev threatens Aaron in Emmerdale. Spoilers. When he returns to the mill flat, an angry Kev is there waiting. He gives Aaron a death threat, telling him to leave him and Robert alone. Aaron wastes no time in telling Robert, leaving him shocked. But when Robert asks Kev about it, things get heated. Aaron arrives, and Kev shuts him down, leaving Robert livid. F. Mac fights Aaron's corner. An upset Aaron confides in best mate Azam about his situation with Kev, and so Mac decides he will fight Aaron's corner. But how will Kev react to this? W. Ray's plans are halted. While in a hurry, Dylan insists on doing a handover in the open, but when D.S. Carter spots Ray, he throws the backpack behind a wall. As Ross agrees to Vinny and Lewis bring in bags, he lifts Ray's backpack. Ray then orders Dylan to get it back. Feeling the pressure, Dylan manages to steal Vinny's keys while at the shop. Luke, April, is sent to another client in spoilers. Ray tells April she has to meet another client, but she feels uncertain, knowing she has no choice. When she runs into Dylan, they both lie about their anxieties. However, Dylan notices that something seems off with April, but she covers. C. Dylan finds Ray's bag and its contents. Dylan leaves Dale empty-handed, leaving Ray furious. But he meets up with April, revealing he actually found the bag of money and that they can run away together. As the pair plan their escape, they get a video message from Rye. But will they manage to get away with their plan? Bar. Carrie leaves work to support. Matty Jai has a go at Carrie for arriving late at work, but when she gets a call from Matty, she gets Billy to cover for her. They sit in the shop with Jacob, reading the coroner's report on the limo crash, as Carrie ignores Jai's calls and focuses on playing a drinking game to lift the mood. June. Jai fires her, leaving Caleb furious. Jai arrives and clearly doesn't realize what is happening. As a result, he fires Carrie on the spot. But when Caleb gets wind of it, he is furious. He demands that Jai rehires her and forces him to formally apologize. This leaves Carrie quite thrilled over her victory. Sir, Carrie accidentally locks them in a room together. However, it soon becomes clear that Jai is going to make Kay's working life miserable, and so as a result, Carrie quits her job. But when she tries to leave, she pulls the handle off the door, leaving her and Jai trapped together. Ruby and Caleb argue over Anna in Emmerdale. Spoilers 11. Ruby encourages Anya to stay. Spotting Anya packing, Ruby is furious and tells her she can stay, but she and Caleb continue to argue over how best to deal with their new house. She and Caleb argue as Anna vanishes the next day. Still arguing, the pair are shocked to discover she has vanished. Caleb tries to tell Ruby it was for the best, but she storms out. When she returns, Caleb is apologetic. Elsewhere in Emmerdale, spoilers 13, Celia makes Moira another offer. In another surprise offer, Celia asks Moira if she would like to buy and sell turkeys, but what will Moira say? Is friendship on the cards for Mac and Ross? And shockingly, a friendship seems to be brewing between Mackenzie and Ross. 4. Spoilers for tonight. Mystery woman causes chaos at the depot and fears for Vinny. Joe and Caleb are blindsided by the newcomer. Emmerdale spoilers tonight reveal a stowaway causes chaos at the depot. But what will Caleb and Ruby do with her? I think this is classic Emmerdale pressure cooker stuff. One stray variable upends a fragile truce, and suddenly every secret at the depot feels a step closer to daylight. Mandy is worried when she finds Gabby checking Vinny's phone. Nicola wants justice for Jimmy. How far will she go to get it? Here's what's happening in Emmerdale spoilers for tonight. Joe and Caleb get a shock. Needing to get Caleb on side, Joe arrives at the depot to settle things between them after the crash. But as they argue it out, a sound in one of the vans distracts them. They go to investigate and discover Cornwall woman Anna has stowed away. She is clearly terrified. Caleb tries to coax her out, but when Ruby arrives, she's confused and wants answers.
Just then the police turn up to speak to Caleb about Joe. With the depot in chaos, Joe hurries out to distract the cops while Caleb and Ruby sort out Anna. But when Anna disappears, Ruby goes after her. Where has she come from? And why is she there? It's clear Ruby's instinct to help could tangle fast with the law. One act of compassion might be the thread that unravels everything she and Caleb are trying to keep tidy. Mandy expresses fears for Vinny and Duddy. In spoilers, Gabby is checking Vinny's phone to see who he's been when Mandy arrives. She's horrified to catch Gabby. Gabby tries to explain herself. She begs Mandy not to tell Vinny, even though Vinny has a good reason, and Gabby is satisfied he's not texting anyone he shouldn't. Mandy is concerned. She thinks the pair of them have already grown apart. With the trust gone for Gabby and Vinny, can they ever come through this? For me, snooping is the canary in the coal mine. Once you're checking phones, the problem isn't messages, it's the fear that you'll find one. Nicola wants justice. With Jimmy still unconscious in hospital, Nicola is in pieces over how close she came to losing him. She is determined she will get justice for her husband and see Joe Tate punished. Meanwhile, Dawn is desperate just to draw a line under it all. But will Nicola and the Kings be willing to put the feud to bed after this? If Nicola frames this as war rather than grief, every apology will read like strategy, and that's how village feuds turn generational. Also in Emmerdale spoilers tonight, Kev wants to get ahead, but Robert is worried about his underlying aggression. Kev turn up for prostate exams. It's all down to Liam. Liam can't thank him enough for his help. 4 theories about Kev: Dylan's dad, Celia's son, and death lies. Is there more to Robert's secret husband meets the Eye? As Emmerdale introduces new characters and new plot lines, fans are always coming up with theories on what they think is coming next. Never more so with Robert's prison husband, Kev. I think the fun of Kev is the uncertainty. He's part lover, part riddle, and every new clue could recast him as soulmate, scammer, or something far scarier. With Kev having arrived in the village, everyone just thinks he's Robert's cellmate from prison. Of course, viewers know he's far more than that. He and Robert are secretly married. Kev isn't ready to be out and proud just yet, so they're keeping their marriage under wraps. Which is perfect for Robert, because he's reconciled with Aaron and doesn't want anyone to find out he's already hitched to someone else. With Robert in quite the pickle, it's got fans wondering exactly where this is going to go. Just how Kev could stick around once the inevitable happens with Rob. Here's our pick of the best Kev theories and which ones are the most likely to be true. Does Kev have a secret son already in Emmerdale? Many fans are certain Kev has more than just the Robert connection to the village, and one popular musing is that he has a secret son. But who could it be? Dylan Penders. Dylan is caught up in a world of county lines as he tries to break free from Ray and Celia's grasp. But as he is falling deeper and deeper in, is Kev his hope for freedom? Not much is known about Dylan's dad, other than he used to be violent and was a waste of space. And we know Kev has a controlling temper. Fans have also pointed out the physical similarities between the pair. Is Dylan Kev's secret son? Winterflate's prepared to be believed to be around 18 or 19 years old. This would he was born in 2007. And unless Kev has some sperm frozen somewhere, it makes it unlikely he is Dylan's dad. Dates don't lie. The timeline makes Dylan neat for drama, but wobbly for logic. And Emmerdale usually plays the long game, with Louis Barton. Which leads us to Lewis Barton. And this time the dates do add up. Ross's brother doesn't know who his father was, so it's possible Kev is a candidate. One viewer said on social media, okay, so Kev was last out in 2002. Louis' actor Bradley Riches was born 2001. So we can infer Louis is about the same age. This has sealed it for me. Kev is Louis' dad. Another replied, I've been thinking this too, which would mean Emma Barton having been in a relationship or affair with Kev. This makes perfect sense. Louis' dad creates trouble for Ross because he'll want to bring Rye down for what he's doing to April, and Kev being Ross's brother's dad would make that extremely weird. Perfect for soap. Shared one more. Is Kev's mom in already? So even if Kev doesn't have a secret son, many fans are convinced he does have family in the village already, and they are certain his mum is Celia. So I reckon this could mean that Kev will be involved in the Ray and Celia storyline. Maybe Kev could be Celia's actual son, who she has previously talked about, asked one on social media. Another added, Celia just said her own was off the rails and a wild card. That's got to be Kev, right? I'm still wondering if Kev is going to be Celia's son because she knew a lot about Robert's family. Agreed a third. If Celia's mum, it threads Kev straight into the Ray plotline and turns every family dinner into a crime summit. High stakes baked into Sunday roast. Kev is hiding another secret in Emmerdale. It's become apparent Kev doesn't want people to know he's married to a man. He told Robert he wasn't ready to be out Yet, and some viewers think there is more to it. Doesn't Kev have a short remaining time to live? Surely that would be the time to live life to the fullest with the love of his life. Being out and proud. Something else is going on. One was certain on social media. Another agreed, so Kev is okay with getting married to Robert in prison. But he's scared to be out and proud in some little village. That can't just be plot talking. Something else is going on. But what is it? Closeting can be about danger, not shame. Death's enemies. If Kev secretly protects a bigger scheme, the reveal could flip him from tragic to terrifying overnight. Kev is lying about only having 6 months to live. One of the reasons Robert has yet to tell Kev it's over is because Kev supposedly only has 6 months to live. He has a heart condition that is going to kill him. But many viewers think he is lying. He is known to have a lot of money. Has he paid doctors to fake his test results so he can get out? And what would this mean for Robert, who thinks if he just juggles this for a few more months, he'll keep Kev happy and inherit a fortune before reuniting with Aaron for real?